Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the second part of the chapter 2, Basic Elements of a Map. As in the previous video, we have discussed that there are 5 basic elements of a map. Those are title, direction, scale, colors and symbols, and grid. About the title, scale, direction, color and symbols we have discussed in the previous video. In this video, we are going to talk about the fifth element of map, that is grid system. A network of horizontal and vertical lines or latitudes and longitudes drawn on a map or globe is called the grid system. Latitudes are the horizontal east-west lines. The longest latitude is the equator, that is 0 degree, which is a great circle, that is it divides the earth into two halves or hemispheres. The northern half is called the northern hemisphere and the southern half is called the southern hemisphere. On the other side, we are having longitudes also. Longitudes are the vertical north-south lines that run from pole to pole. All longitudes are semicircles of the same length. The prime meridian and the international date line are the two most important lines of longitude. Let us talk about the latitudes and longitudes in detail. Latitudes, these are the imaginary lines running parallel to the equator around the globe. Each hemisphere has been divided by parallel lines shown as concentric circles on the globe. They are marked in degrees. The degrees are obtained by the angle they form with the center of the earth. The imaginary cut out of the earth, the forming of angles and thus the latitudes is very clear from the diagram given here. The latitudes are thus recognized in degrees. The degrees increase as you move away from the equator towards the poles. The letters N and S are indicating north and south directions, like 10 degree north, 20 degree north, 10 degree south, 20 degree south, and so on. The important lines of latitude are the equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circles, North and South Pole. The Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degree is located north of the equator. It is the northernmost limit to which the direct rays of the sun are received. Then the next one is Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degree south is located south of the equator. It is the southernmost limit to which the direct rays of the sun are received. The Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree lies to the north of the Tropic of Cancer. Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degree lies to the south of the Tropic of Capricorn. The North Pole is 90 degree north latitude while the South Pole is 90 degree south latitude. They are points and not lines on the earth's surface. You all know that globe is also having vertical lines. These vertical lines are known as the lines of longitude. Longitudes are vertical north-south lines that run from pole to pole. All longitudes are semicircles of the same length. Two opposite longitudes form a complete circle. The 0 degree longitude, also called the prime meridian, and its opposite, the 180 degree longitude, that is known as the international date line, form a circle that also divides the earth into two halves. The eastern half is called the eastern hemisphere and the western half is called the western hemisphere. The numerical value of a longitude is followed by the letter E or W for east or west of the prime meridian respectively. For example, 30° east, 40° east, 30° west, 40° west, etc. In this manner, all the latitudes and longitudes on the globe are making a grid system. So here we need to know what is the importance of the grid system on the globe. The grid system helps in locating places on the surface of the earth. For example, you want to locate a place, then you need to know the latitude and longitude of that place. The location of the place would be at the intersection of its latitude and longitude. In fact, you can locate all important towns and cities on a map if you know their latitude and longitude. Students, you know that Earth's surface doesn't get the same amount of heat from the sun. It happens because the distance of the Earth's surface from the sun varies due to the curvature of the Earth. On the basis of the heat received from the sun, we are having three heat zones or the temperature zones of the earth. Those are torrid zone, temperate zone and the frigid zone. Torrid zone, the zone between the tropics, that is Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, is called the torrid zone. Thus the surface of the earth between 23.5° north and 23.5° south receives vertical rays of the sun throughout the year and thus is the hottest as compared to the rest of the earth. Temperate zones. There are two temperate zones on the earth. One is the north temperate zone and other one is the south temperate zone. The north temperate zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle. The south temperate zone lies between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle. The sun is never overhead in these regions. These are the most comfortable zones to live in as they are neither too hot nor too cold. Frigid zone. Frigid zone is also in two parts on the earth, that is north frigid zone and the south frigid zone. The north frigid zone lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole. The south frigid zone lies between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole. The rays of the sun are falling slanting here. That's why the sun rays are falling on this region of the earth very weak. They are the coldest zones. In summer, the sun doesn't set completely, while in winter, the sun doesn't rise completely. Students, let us recap what we have learned today. We have learned most maps have a network of latitudes and longitudes, that is called the grid system. The equator divides the earth into two hemispheres, the northern and the southern hemisphere. All lines of latitude are measured from the equator. The prime meridian is the main longitude from which all other lines of longitude are measured. There are three distinct heat zones, the torrid zone, the temperate zone and the frigid zone on the earth, that is divided on the basis of the heat received from the sun. So students, I hope all the topics we have discussed today are clear to you through the video. Watch the video 2-3 times to make the topic clearer to you and solve the worksheet which is being sent along with this video. Thank you so much students. Have a good day.